Another epic live stream today. Actually, this morning. You have a pitch command training session available. This option will only be available. Okay, we're entering training. We skipped training last time, which was last live stream, which is now a video now. Last video. I'll just say last video. So what happened in the last? If you guys are just not tuning in, what happened last episode, what happened last episode is that we created a player. We played our first game, actually, and we played all 9 innings, which is actually surprising. So, I just sort of upgraded my player. I didn't upgrade it. I didn't show you guys the upgrade because I thought you guys would be bored out of your minds. You're like, oh my gosh, bro 1239, what the heck? We don't want to see this. So I just upgraded it, but I'll show you what I upgraded once I'm done with the training session. I can't skip 2 training sessions in a row. So, yeah. I can't do that. If I skip 2 in a row, then the coach is like, what the heck are you doing? And then I'll probably get released. I'm joking, Our fastball is pretty fast, though. I upgraded our stamina. We upgraded the stamina. That's what upgraded. Are we just doing fastball? Are we just like throwing our fastball? I have a feeling we're just throwing our fastball. I want to keep it inside the zone. It's a let's go. Come on. We gotta get one in the middle. Come on, one in the middle. That's gotta be in the middle. Smack right there in the middle. That's right there in the middle. Come on, it's gotta be right there. Okay, we already broke the gold. Like, the thing is that like once you get to gold, it should just the training session should just end there. Like, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I guess we're only working on fastball. Cause I tried hitting changeup. Okay, no. Yes, there we go. Finally hit one in the middle. Oh, another one in the middle. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Right back in the middle. Back at it again. Let's go. Right there. Yes. Let's see if we can. I'm pretty sure we can break 3,000. Let's break 3,000 right here. Final pitch to break 3,000. Bang! Right there. Smack in the middle. Oh, alright. We broke 3,000. We got 3. You've been rewarded 200 training points. I'm so used to, instead of X down X. It's no, if you guys know what I mean. Alright, we have 200, so our stamina, I think, was like all the way down. Like, it wasn't all the way down, but like, okay, what can we upgrade? We could upgrade our pitching clutch. And pitching clutch, don't really care. I sort of just... Yeah. Okay, so if we get 604, then we can unlock a little extra. Increase pitcher's velocity. 85 extra stingy. Fast forward to 0-1 count with runners in scoring position. And frozen. Hitter will not swing. Okay, cool. There's so much you can do with the pitcher. Like, honestly. Like, I don't even know why they have this. Together, if you just go all out batting clutch, you need like 10,000. Jeez. Alright. Alright, there we go. This guy's pitched 8 innings, has 9 strikeouts, and his ERA is in the low 2s. Yeah, I have 0 ERA, 5 strikeouts, played 9 innings. Try me, boy. Yeah, boy. Okay. Oh. Oh yes. Let's go. Let's go.
And we welcome you back to today's minor league pregame show as we close in on Double-A Eastern League Baseball with our Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Thomas,
you guys didn't know already? I'm 14.
And he really had it all working in his last start, collecting the complete game shutout for his efforts.
Well, it was just one of those dominant performances where he single-handedly won the game for his team. I mean, sure, his team got him at least 1 run, but the way he was throwing, it looked like he could have kept going all day. That's a game he'll remember for a long time, and I'm sure his teammates would be plenty happy if he can put out an effort similar to that in this one.
I'm definitely covered.
All right, pregame festivities are wrapping up. MLB The Show's coverage of minor league as we continue our tour around the minor league. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game weekend set between the
you can play music and they just don't care.
The Akron Rubber Ducks.
If you play music on YouTube, then you can
show, and it comes your way next. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Steve, how do they go about ending this losing streak they're in the midst of?
This is a lineup that features so many young kids on this team, and generally you know you're going to have to live with their mistakes, but what you do is you ride that youth and enthusiasm to each victory.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. EK, as we take a look at our home 9 as they take the field here this afternoon. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
And whatever they've done in the first 2 games of this series, they're going to want to bottle it.
Hey!
They have absolutely crushed the baseball here on their way to 2 blowout victories.
And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, I'm excited to see if that man hitting 6th can keep it going. He's been a really tough out this year, bringing an on-base percentage over 400 into the game, so I have a feeling he could be a key player in this one when it's all said and done.
Daniel Carpenter comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
And this battery knows full well that this guy's been scuffling lately. So they're not messing around here. They're coming right after him.
And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game. And with that, let's get a quick look at the Akron defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, somebody you don't want to test in this outfield, the left fielder. Got a very good arm, very aggressive, charges balls extremely well, and covers a lot of ground.
Okay. First ball ever, I think.
That evens it up 1-1.
I think that's like, I've never pitched a ball.
A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Just really free and easy out there in this first inning. He threw that ball right by him.
Hit out towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score.
So when I was playing it, Well, I was
Mariano
honestly.
Velasquez will stand in. He comes
So,
off an
okay.
0 for 4
So I was
in last
playing
night's
as
ball
my
game.
shortstop
Well,
from
when
the
you're
series
hitting
that I started
under
like
200 for the season,
far
games
long,
like
like
yesterday are going to happen on a regular basis.
So I was playing it, right? I made it to like.
Behind on
I'm not
that
gonna
one,
spoil
now
anything.
behind
So
in the count,
we played the
0-1.
So I won the first series. Like the you know, like how they have like the divisional.
Ground ball
have
sent
the
back up the middle.
So when I was
And
playing the
a base hit
ALCS
here to open
series,
up the second.
we were losing 2 games into the series. I was like, okay, if they win another one, I'm done.
Well, doesn't roll over and just shoots his
And
ball
then out
right
of
back up the
nowhere,
middle.
just randomly out of nowhere, we came back, take the series 3-2. But first we tied it. We won, then we tied it, and then we
Stepping in now, Pedro Cruz. As
then
this is popped
we
foul
won the
behind the
next
plate,
game.
it's
I was
strike
like, okay,
one.
no way, we
Nobody
actually
out,
came back
runner
and we
on
won the
first.
series. Then it said I had to play game 6. I was like,
Plate,
are you
1
serious?
ball, 1 strike.
And then we lose that game to make it tied series 3-3. Final series, we win. It was like 4-3 in the series.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That series is insane. I saved the replay, so I might try and upload them as
All
separate
even
videos.
now, 2-2.
But it was like so early in the morning. Like my mom was still asleep. My
He's
sister
set.
was
Here's
asleep.
the
And my dad was the
2-2.
only one I was left.
Chop
that
foul
left.
at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2.
So there's like literally no commentary.
2-2 count. Here it comes. Still 2-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. High and deep to straightaway right. Chavez looks up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Batting sixth, third baseman.
Standing in now, John Byers. As he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. The average coming in still over the 400 mark. 1 home run and 8 runs batted in. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him.
God, I'm looking.
Andres Gonzalez will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night.
You know, guys, we all know that those kind of games are going to happen in this sport. It's a tough game out there, no matter who you are. But the good ones are able to put that day behind you and go out and focus on the next game.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
That's still a high changeup. I think. Yeet.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out
Wait,
number
that's only
2.
out 2?
Todd Overstreet will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. On the ground up the middle.
No.
And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Run into the outfield. Don't come out and
Russell
talk to me.
Lasky will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Oh
Out
my
in
gosh,
front of
dude,
it,
this
strike
one
1.
everything.
2 out with the man at first.
First game I did so well. Now I'm
Oh,
doing.
he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Ah, that thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate.
Swinging.
Pretty understandable why
No,
he couldn't
not
catch up
again,
with that one.
please no.
Chavez is in pursuit.
What is up? Welcome
He
to the
makes the
stream.
catch. What a play
How
on
was
the
your
run
day?
to end the inning.
Or morning,
So it's 2
or
runs
afternoon,
on 3
depending on
hits,
what
no
you're doing.
errors, and a runner left on.
Can't believe I
We'll
gave
go to the
up
bottom
2
half of inning number 2.
runs.
And
Feel
Bowie
like a
is out
pleb.
in front. Brandon
Oh,
Boyles
okay.
is into the
Okay,
box
my
as we
team
are
needs to
all
start
set
scoring
to
goals.
begin the third.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man,
I
so
seriously
maybe
said
he can get
goals.
things
Okay, we need to score
started,
runs.
set the table for a little bit of a
Yes,
rally.
got him
Adam
swinging outside of
lunging
the
at that one out of the
zone.
zone, and that's strike one.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
No.
Right, especially starting off an at-bat.
And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
The batter,
Oh, this song.
right fielder, Daniel Carpenter.
Yeah, okay. Oh.
Daniel Carpenter in now.
No,
He went
no.
down looking at his first trip to the plate. Into the
No,
windup
listen to
and the
that
pitch.
No.
Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for
He
strike
swung
one.
way before
That
that
is the
even
hardest first pitch to look for
let's
because
get a- we
you
should
just
get a
can't
replay.
wait long enough. Not only is it a hard pitch to hit, but it sets up everything else you have.
What? No, I don't want to. That was great. That was fun.
The
Let's see if
0-1.
he'll fall for it again.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No
He
balls
said that
and
like a
2
snake.
strikes. Do you even bother with anything else
Wait.
here?
High change
I
it,
sure
high change
wouldn't.
it.
As a hitter, you're thinking, look for
High change
fastball,
it. Let's see what he
adjust
does.
for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
Now a swing and a
Makes me laugh
miss.
every
Maybe
time.
even a foul tip, but it's held onto
Nah, high
behind the plate
curveball
for
is
out number
funny,
2.
honestly.
Nick
You're like, what the fuck
Parrish.
am I doing?
Striding into the box, Nick Parrish.
I need
He
to
got
earn
on
a
top of
curveball.
one
I
and
need
was
to
a
learn a
ground out
curveball.
victim last time.
That
And he'll
would be
try to
so
crowd
fun,
him there to
like,
start the
honestly.
at-bat. It's 1-0.
Just like, just throw high curveballs for the
Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
Yeah,
Honestly,
just
it's so
really
fun to do
jumping
high
out at that
curveballs.
last pitch. He had him
I
thinking
dare you to try it
fastball,
if you haven't
maybe
seen it.
even slider.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2.
They're outside. Psych. He's gonna swing at this one out of the way.
And another foul ball.
I'm at the top of the third pair. We need to end. We need to end with 40 pitches. Going into the fourth.
Got him swinging,
There we
and
go.
that will
Called
end
it.
the inning.
Y'all
Pretty
subscribe.
painless half of the inning,
Y'all
all
subscribe.
told. We'll head
And like
now
the
to the
video.
home half
Yeah.
of inning number 3. The Bay Sox lead this
Like and
thing.
subscribe.
Mariano Velasquez is ready
Come
here
on,
as we
we need
begin
to-
the top of the 4th.
And
team
they
needs to
jumped
start
out to that
playing,
early
man.
lead, so now it's all about just
I got
adding on.
defense covered, bro.
Chop
They
foul
just
at
need
the
to work
plate,
on the
strike
offense.
1. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball, and
Oh,
he's
that was a
quickly in the
perfect
hole,
catch.
0-2.
On the money, bro.
In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
Honestly, do you get copyrighted
Fastball
for
swung
like
on and missed for the
playing,
first out.
beat drop music on YouTube? Cause like if you do, then that's just kind of
And as we
stupid.
take a look at his pitch count so far, sometimes numbers can be misleading. You see the 38
I never
strikes
pitch
there,
balls.
but
That's, like,
a lot of those
so
have been
weird
on
that I've
pitches
started
out of the
pitching
zone
balls.
that he's gotten guys to swing at.
I mean, I have balls. But I don't do that. If you guys have balls, comment down below.
Pedro Cruz will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. And he pumps the fastball
baby,
by him at
extra ball.
94. It's 0-2.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
All right, there you go. Look.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his
you better hit your
8th
head.
punch out of the
Bad.
ball game.
Oh my gosh, dude.
John Byers stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Pitch
Oh,
swung
no.
on and hit in the air. Left fielder giving chase,
There you go.
and that retires the
We should
side.
probably play as one
So
of
they
the
go quietly
outfielders.
here in this half inning. On
We've
now to
always
the
played
bottom
like one of
half
the
of inning
infielders.
number 4, and Bowie is out in front.
Oh,
Leading
yes,
off
we
the
finally
inning,
took the lead. There
Andres
we go.
Gonzalez,
Got the lead.
as they'll
Yeah,
look to
boy.
get something going here and even this game up. First pitch on its way.
You seriously think they're going to even this game?
Now here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting into shallow right field. Yokoyama is there to put this one away, and it's a very quick out to start the fifth.
Boy, that's just another
so
off-balance swing right there. Not only are these guys light on hits, they're not even making solid contact right now.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. To first, Yokoyama right there, and he'll take this to the bag himself.
Now batting.
I mean, I'm just sort of working on like the
Russell
stuff that helps me
He
look
flew
like
out
like
in his
be a
last
good
at
pitcher.
bat.
I'm not really working
Ready
on like,
to
the batting
deliver.
stuff,
Here's the first pitch.
because I'm not expecting.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Oh yeah,
You know, I
look,
can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing
Not in
around
real
80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
Right side. He'll get to this one deep in the
what a
hole.
play.
And he will get him at first on a fine spin and throw from short right, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing here. Brandon Boyles will stand in to lead things off, as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so
I'm not gonna
far.
hold on. Come on.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them.
This guy
You gotta
knows to
figure
change
you're
it.
not going to win too many games when that's the case.
I think it's this song. It sounds like a rodeo song.
Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he's retired, one away.
Oh yeah.
And I'll tell you, I like the way he's handling himself out there. Going after guys, he's working ahead in the count, and he's keeping the ball around the plate.
Tight.
All the things you want to see
Oh,
in a
it's
young
right down the
pitcher.
middle, bro. You
Action in
could've
the
smashed
bullpen
that.
now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Chavez on the move. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter, catcher.
Nick Parrish will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right
I'm probably
here.
gonna end up
See if he
changing
can
my
put
goal.
those other ABs behind him.
Yokoyama is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the
Probably
side
gonna
is
change it,
retired. Nothing across here this half.
favorite color is
Top
blue.
of the order due up in the home half of the 6th.
I mean,
The Rubber
honestly,
Ducks
it's
lead
sort
this
of
one
weird that I'm
4-2.
only playing defense, but like I'm also a pitcher, so I mean, I'm not
Leading off
expecting
the inning,
myself to
Mariano
hit
Velasquez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
Oh, jeez.
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the 2nd inning.
Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Yes.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Well,
I have
this
9
is a scroll
strikeouts.
he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time,
it's
that's
this
easier
guy.
said than done.
First pitch
That
fastball
was a
off the plate
strike.
there, and
What
it's
is
ball
that?
1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Fouled off again,
Wait, is the
and now
glove
he's in a
like where
1-2
he
hole.
thinks it's going? Like, was that where the catcher wants it to be?
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Back-to-back strikeouts now to start the inning. 10 now in the ball game. He's just been setting them up and knocking them down.
3-pitch man.
Into the box now, John Byers. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one.
Well, he's really kept himself in the game here by throwing first pitch strikes to about 70% of the batters he's faced. That's kept him in the ball game and kept his team in the ball game.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And he punts the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
If I didn't know any better, I think this was his first inning out there. He's still throwing the ball with a lot of velocity.
1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
Oh, the crowd thought they had him, but definitely outside. Not by a whole lot.
A swinging bunt to the mound. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
Into the seats, 0-1. On his way to pitch number 75. That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Sent on the ground out to second. A bare-handed pickup. It's there, and he's out.
Oh, love it.
So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The rubber.
Everyone. Yeah, we did win. I pitched 7 innings. Not bad. Not bad for a second game. 10 strikeouts, 2 runs, 2 errors.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
I'm the #1 pitcher.
Yeah, he definitely turned in a standout performance in this one. He finishes with an even 10 strikeouts, and he was instrumental in leading his guys to the victory.
Here now, our final.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Carroll.
It's not that bad. But it's also not good. Forever. AKR. We're AKR, right? Yeah, we are. Akron Rubber Ducks. Meanwhile, Ponte. Oh yeah. Okay, play that. Okay, we are 9-5 against a 6-8 team. I've fetched 16 innings. My ERA is in like low ones, bro. Okay, I think we're good with music for now. Honestly, I can't. I don't know if you guys could hear that.
MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the Akron Rubber Ducks and the Trenton Thunder. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, they have lots of power, but also lots of speed in that lineup as well. So you need to stay out of the double play situations and work counts.
Dominic Feliz will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys,
that's what it is.
Heath Wright comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Third baseman, Heath Wright.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. EK, our visitors here as they take the field tonight following a scoreless top half. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
And before they hit the road here, they had a pretty nice 6-1 week at home on their 7-game homestand. They're in a pretty good groove right now, no question about that.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called, 1 away. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Steve, what's the key to starting out 1-0 here at home for them?
Well, I think what they need is a little bit more consistency from the middle of that order. They need production with runners in scoring position.
What they need
Jim
to do is
Moore
they need to score,
get his first
and
shot
just
at it
leave
here.
them
He's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. That's a great job there just to hold off.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. And with that, let's get a quick look at the Akron defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, we get to watch one of the best fielding teams in the league. They can go out and get the ball as well as anybody in all of baseball. Makes pitching a lot easier.
Rudy Cortez is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Well, if these guys indeed want to get themselves a win here on the road, they're going to need a big pitching performance. And this has been a very strong first inning to this point.
The windup and the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning.
Best pitcher.
3 up,
Telling you.
3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. An inning in the books. No score on the show.
The show just started.
Barry Whitney will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. First pitch coming. Here it is. In there at the knees. Strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Miraculously, I'm untouchable.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Most likely looking for like a change up.
We'll dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. Grounded to short. Harley gloves it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting 6.
Devin Lind will stand in. 1 for 4 with a double in yesterday's ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
So he only got a double last game? What a club.
0-1 pitch on its way. This
Oh,
is
no.
hit high in the air out toward left center. Almonte has a read on it, and that retires the side. Nothing across here this half. We'll go now to the top of the
I
third.
just hit R1.
And we are
and
tied,
my
nothing,
division
nothing.
Yeet. Wait, do we seriously go through the entire lineup? in
Ryan
one inning?
Tapia will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April.
Tapia.
Outside target here, and he hits
we
it for
scored.
strike 1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
chopped foul right at home plate.
Right, buddy.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And this is
Yes,
swung
there we
on
go.
and missed.
Correct.
5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
Batting ninth.
Matt Farella digs in with his team still looking
Yeah.
at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Skied
Oh,
into
no.
straightaway right. Moving under it, Whiteside.
Yeah.
Trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. 3 innings complete. The Rubber Ducks lead this one 1-0. Leading off the inning, Heath Wright, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
0-1 again, and he's at 100% on first pitch strikes, now in the middle innings of this one. No wonder he's pitched so well.
That's taken.
Oh,
now
that
it's
was a
0-2.
nice pitch. No way you're in front of that. No. No.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
And I'll tell you what, he's throwing
You're
with
back.
a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location. But, he's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
First pitch of the at-bat. Jim Moore is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
That is the hardest first pitch to look for because you just can't wait long enough. Not only is it a hard pitch to hit, but it sets up everything else you have.
True that.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Rudy Cortez stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change
Jeez,
here
my
with
phone
the
is like
first 2
over
guys
here.
going down on strikes to start the inning. First offering on its way. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Boy, he may strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
And there's number 8. 1 away.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. So add 1 more name to the record book here as he strikes out the side on 9 pitches. Back with more on a Thursday night following this.
I'm in the record books already. Best pitcher. I'm telling you, calling it right now. Breaking all the pitching records.
Barry Whitney comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And a strike called at the knees, 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time.
Done.
Look out as this bat shatters on impact.
Foul ball.
Here it comes on 0-2.
True that.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked the batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
That last one was like, get the airs.
Standing in now, Bert Watts. swing, and he pops him up over toward foul. Oh, and he botches it.
What is botches?
Bases are empty, one man out.
Oh, did you drop it? You plebe.
Cold strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2. Chop foul over towards the coaching box.
Well, I thought he was gonna swing, but I thought he was gonna miss.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Here's the 0-2.
People are excited when they
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Devin Lind is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Well, at least he was able to get it into the outfield, and that's more than most of his teammates can say so far.
0-1.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Under it is the center fielder. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. He's through 5 without allowing a hit. 5 innings complete. The Rubber Ducks lead it.
Yeah, we're Rubber Ducks.
Leading off the inning, Ryan Tapia, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Out in front of it, strike 1.
Hey, he swung at it.
Into the windup,
Oh,
here comes
shoot.
the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
And I'll tell you, I like the way he's handling himself out there. He's going after guys, he's working ahead in the count, and he's keeping the ball around the plate. All the things you want to see in a young pitcher.
Uh-huh. See, I'm number
Harry
1 already.
Walker is into the box
they
for his
can't
second
stop talking
at-bat.
about me, bro.
He popped out into foul territory his first time.
A little bit lately, so hopefully he learned some things from that last at-bat so he can start to turn things around here with a base hit.
And
Bang.
this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And it looks like the scouting report says work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
Into the stands, he got it.
Hey, that was nice. Boy, that's just another off-balance swing right there. Not only are these guys light on hits, they're not even making solid contact right now.
Let's go.
At the plate, Matt Varela. He flew out in his last at-bat. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So he's through 6 full now, and he has yet to surrender a base hit. 7th inning coming up. The Rubber Ducks lead this one 1-0. Keith Wright will stand in, and he, like so many
50
others,
pitches.
hitless in the ball
Exactly
game so
that.
far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Hit down the third base line. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
What? I don't know.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Whiteside moves over, 1 away.
And for you at home, all I'm going to do is direct your attention to the hits column right there. It is what it is here in the 7th inning.
0 hits.
Jim
Let's go.
Moore,
Let's keep the game
ready to take
going,
another
boy.
shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting. You have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And that's cut on and missed, 0-1.
Look at where we are in this game. Late innings, and this pitcher has thrown a first pitch strike to every hitter he's faced. You wonder why he's getting good results.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Boy, and if anything, he's looking stronger than ever here in this 7th inning.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up.
So I'm going quiet. Just focusing so much.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Got him. So that's the 2nd out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Pants are also dirty.
Digging in to try it again, Rudy Cortez. He got called out on strikes his last time through. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
That looked like he was going to sound like that.
Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Oh, another good pitch there. I'm not sure he's thrown a bad slider tonight. Every one of them has had a ton of movement.
2 strikes.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. 7 no-hit innings now as he closes in on his masterpiece. 8th inning coming up. The Rubber Ducks lead it 1-0. Barry Whitney digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
First delivery to him on the way. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
Yeah, he probably won't have too big a dip in velocity the rest of the way. But the later this game goes, the more important it'll be to watch where his location is. That's probably the bigger concern.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. The 0-2 delivery.
Come on.
Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Harley is underneath this one, and he's got it for the first down.
And just another outstanding pitch right there. And it's not easy to do with so much on the line here in the 8th inning. But he's now down to his final 5 outs.
Here comes the first pitch. Burt Watts is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
4 outs to go, and if he's feeling the pressure out there, he sure isn't showing it. He looks like he's just out there throwing a bullpen session or something.
Maybe this is just practice.
Devin Leand is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. 0-1, here it comes. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect.
And he struck him out, so he's now through 8 full innings and will take his no-hit bid into the 9th. So he's through 8 innings now, and he'll sit to prepare for one last hurrah. We've played 8 full. The Rubber Ducks lead this one 1-0.
Let's go. Concentration is real right now.
striding in to start the ninth, Ryan Tapia, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it, the center fielder. Makes the play, 1 away.
That's a big one there to start the ninth. 2 outs away now. You can cut the tension in this building with a knife.
Harry Walker will stand in now, hoping to get on top of one for a change. He's popped out in successive plate appearances. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Right side, Cates right there on the first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the ninth.
The batter, number 8,
Matt Perella will dig in now as perhaps the final man to stand in the way of possible history here tonight.
Yep, one more out, and he's going to be in the record books forever. They got to control your emotions and focus right here.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounder down the line at third, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Looking for the complete game. Here's the pitch. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Yokoyama is there, makes the catch, and there it is, a no-hitter.
Well, he's down there getting swarmed by his teammates right now, and he
Let's
deserves
go!
it. Truly one of the best pitching performances that I've ever witnessed. And he puts his name into the record books with that no-hitter.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, obviously, after a no-hitter, there's not a whole lot of debate as to the identity of our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Rubber Ducks are victorious here, 1-0. Good night, everybody.
Here now our final line scores. First for the victorious Rubber Ducks, 1 run, 8 hits, with 1 error. They left 16 men on base. For the Thunder, no runs, on no hits, no errors. They left no runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Well, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, go ahead and hit the like button down below. Can't believe we got the no-hitter. We're 3-0 as well going into the game. So yeah, see you guys next time. Peace out. Keep up the light. Keep up the support. And peace out, guys.